Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Thursday, the 2nd of September 2021, and we're producing our gold and silver morning update and price forecast. Gold prices are holding steady, and silver is back over $24. But for how long? Well, that employment report on Friday will be crucial. And that's when we'll be able to say whether silver is on the road to recovery or further depths could be expected. Let's take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It is Thursday, 2nd of September 2021, 09:33 a.m. GMT +1. We're earlier than normal today because it's a dark day. Yes, the sun is not shining, that is true. But it's dark because IS has to go to the dentist. A tooth broke yesterday. Managed to get an emergency appointment. This is the problem as you grow older. Things wear out and other things drop off, or so we are told. Well, what's certainly not dropping off is the Swiss economy. Yes, the Swiss economy returns to growth as service sector recovers. Let's take a quick look at that because we've been talking about the various European countries. Let's look now at Switzerland. The Swiss economy rebounded from its pandemic-induced slump in the second quarter as a relaxation of social distancing restrictions allowed the service sector to ramp up operations. Gross domestic product increased 1.8%, just short of the 1.9% forecast in a Bloomberg survey of economists. Hotels, restaurants and leisure all registered a strong rise in activity. The Swiss economy has bounced back more quickly than even neighbouring Germany. The much-feared wave of spiralling unemployment and business insolvencies has not materialised, thanks in part to fiscal support. The central bank has also had a hand in stabilising the economy, pursuing an ultra-expansive policy of negative interest rates plus occasional foreign exchange interventions to prevent a fall in consumer prices. Now, what will certainly come out of this recession, providing we do, will be the belief that MMT, modern monetary theory, something we've been banging on about for 2 years now, will be accepted by central banks as the way forward to ensuring that we do not enter into an economic crisis, or if we do, we buy our way out. What this does for our underlying currencies, of course, we all know long term, but short term, it appears, just appears, to be working. However, Europe's waning crisis sparks ECB debate on ending stimulus. The euro area's economy rebounded, and a dramatic inflation surge has reignited the sparring among European central bank policymakers about when to shift the institution away from its crisis mode. While euro area central bankers were mostly united behind the measures taken to guide the economy through the COVID-19 recession, the return toward normality is fraying that consensus. Oh yes. Two hawkish governing council members, Austria's Robert Holzmann and Klaas Knot of the Netherlands, kicked off a public exchange of views this week when they said that the inflation outlook now warrants stepping back stimulus. The comments in separate interviews with Bloomberg coincided with data showing inflation in the euro region jumped to 3%, well above the ECB's goal. While most view the current spike as transitory, some worry that letting ultra-loose policy run for too long risks letting the situation getting out of control. Well, we all know very little is going to happen officially until the new year because the various stimulus packages are in place, and Christine Lagarde has not mentioned the potential of pairing them. In fact, she was talking about how to extend them. So let's just see whether this has just been sort of inserted to give the impression that policymakers are attempting to be serious about the economy. We shall wait and see. Business news in the UK, driver shortage. I got a big pay rise overnight as the UK shortage of lorry drivers continues. Those with the right skills are very much in demand. I'd better get training for my HGV license and fast. These guys are paid quite a lot of money. But who wants to sit on the M4 motorway in the United Kingdom for 7 hours without moving? Not moi, for sure. Now, this is crucially important for us to take note of. We have been stating for a long time that, unfortunately for us, in the gold and silver space, cryptocurrencies have attracted the funds away from what would normally have gone into our investment portfolios, i.e. gold and silver. When we first mooted this, we were told by many we were speaking nonsense. Well, the crypto market is now $2 trillion. 2 trillion. Off the top of my head, the gold market, I think, is 9 trillion. So it's not that far away, certainly when you consider the rate at which the crypto market is growing. And we can see here, more students turn to crypto investing to plug gap. 3/4 of students asked by website Save the Student said they had considered dropping out. Let's take a quick glance at this, not long because we haven't got much time. The proportion of students investing in cryptocurrencies tripled in a year, website Save the Student found. But one 22-year-old investor said he had lost money and warned others to do their research before getting involved. 3/4 of those surveyed said they'd consider dropping out of their studies. Mental health issues in the pandemic were most likely reasons, but 41% said money was the key issue. And we know that the majority of those investing in cryptos, apart now from hedge funds, who are now starting to offer various crypto facilities to their clients, the majority are in the under 40 and under 35-year category. Although old people like us are at least dabbling for fun. World news, flood hit New York declares state of emergency. The mayor says the city is enduring an historic weather event as New Jersey also declares an emergency. No doubt the climate change people will be banging on about that for sure. Popular podcast host Joe Rogan says he has COVID. And we can see that Supreme Court refuses to block Texas abortion ban. Mr. Zelensky finally goes to Washington. So a fair sort of breadth of news. Let's look on the economic data. Dollar index down slightly, 0.01 at 92.43. Oil down $0.25, 23 cents for WTI crude and 18 cents for Brent crude. Stocks yesterday, apart from the Dow, up in America, broadly up to about 1/3 Asia overnight, similar pattern, 1/3 rise. UK and Europe, similar pattern but only 0.2% rise broadly. Economic calendar now. Yesterday we had the ADP employment report. It came in at 374,000 for August. We were expecting 600,000. Although the figure has improved upon the previous month, it's far short of what was expected. Having said that, both the market manufacturing PMI and the ISM manufacturing PMI were either as expected or marginally better. And construction spending was higher too. So what impact did this have on gold and silver? Well, over the last 24 hours, we can see I'm going to refresh the page because we've had this holding for a little while. We can see that the gold price is up $1.44 at $18.15. So that's good news that gold is holding strong in dollar terms. Looking at silver, that actually rose quite well. Let me refresh. It was 35 cents, but no, it's dropped slightly. It's now up 27 cents at 24.19. Good news, back above the $24 level. We expressed concern yesterday when it fell below it. We like to see it at 24 or higher to know that the uptrend is back in place. Though having said that, there is a question whether it is. And we'll talk more about that in another video. Cryptocurrencies, well, overall the market is down 1%, but still well above the 2 trillion market capitalization value. But the main movers, Bitcoin up nearly 6%. It's now reached $50,000. Key mark, its highest off the top of my head was about 64,000. There'll be resistance at 52. If 52 is broken, then it's 57. And if that's broken, the general consensus is Bitcoin will surpass all-time highs. Ethereum up 6%. Cardano, the third largest crypto, is up a whopping 9% today. So the main ones are doing well, though the overall market cap has gone down, which means some of the others have actually lost some money. That's it for now. We're off to the dentist. Have a great day. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, press the bell sign. Until next time. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.